Life is a journey, not a destination, especially when supersizing your business. Or is it? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and our idiom or expression today is life is a journey, not a destination. Now, this is one of those expressions and idioms I did not come in contact with or learn to appreciate until probably later in my life, much later than maybe a lot of people. Since the internet and its inception, information is so much more readily available, and lessons learned and personal development and sayings and idioms and what things mean is so much more accessible nowadays than it was, 20, 30, 40 years ago when I was just getting started. Actually 50 years ago when I was just getting started, but 40 years ago when I was really getting started, going to college, things like that. And yes, it's been 40 plus years since I graduated from high school, which is crazy to think about. And so probably 40 years since college. So anyway, today, our idiom, life is a journey, not a destination, like so many of the idioms we've covered lately, doesn't have an exact origin. And this one's actually kind of humorous. It's mostly attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson and his work. He's a poet, right? And wrote essays and things. But his work called Self-Reliance is the one that's often credited with this saying, life is a journey, not a destination. Yet, although it's consistent with his philosophy and his beliefs and his overall impression that he left us with in his work, it never actually appears in that poem or in anything else he ever wrote. But he did speak a lot about the importance of our experiences, as well as the importance of being in the present moment, being present in your life and in different situations. And from that, people have accredited him with saying life is a journey, not a destination. Now, there's tons of other quotes. It's a very common expression and saying, and it's also based on my personal experience, very, very true. When I was younger, I was very, very result-oriented, goal-oriented in terms of specific results, primarily money, income, business success, sales and things. Profits were what I focused on. And when you focus on things, you get them. However, I was missing out on a lot of different things in my life and in my journey. And I wasn't always enjoying the journey. I mean, sometimes it was a struggle. Sometimes it was hustling, and it was definitely working. And my entire focus and emphasis was on work. I was not present very often in my life. And I look back now and I'm very much enjoying my grandchildren, because I feel like I'm trying to pay back for all the time and energy I split when I was raising my kids. I worked in corporate America and had businesses on the side my kids' youth. Primarily, I told myself to spend more time with them, be available to their events, which sometimes I was, but other times I wasn't. So those are times that we can never get back. I think I realized later in life as well that time is absolutely positively our most precious commodity. It's the only thing we cannot create more of, no matter what. We can get more efficient, we can hire people to do things for us, but as far as our time, our allotted time here on planet Earth, it is finite and will continue to be and always be finite, at least in my humble opinion. So curious, do you embrace the belief and the thought? Because we're working on mental well-being for this year's annual challenge. The month of March is Mental Well-Being, Mental Health Month. And we're learning and we're using tools that help us to better understand ourselves. Because the better we understand ourselves, the easier it is to understand other people. And know that just because it's our reality doesn't mean it's other people's reality. So, life is a journey, not a destination. Love to hear a story or two if you've got one about that particular idiom or expression. Like I said, I learned it the long way and the hard way, but I'm glad that I actually learned that lesson. All right, have a fantastic day traveling in an hour or so. But if I can help you anyway, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, I'll leave you to tomorrow. Have an awesome day.